welcome back. I'm Doomhammer, and this is part 2 of day 1 for the Shadowlands pre-patch event. Right now I'm going to be doing the Horde side from my main that I mained for about 4 years, my Goblin Rogue. Let's get started.
Champion, the Regent Lord requests your immediate presence in Orgrimmar. The matter is of a sensitive nature. Further details will be provided when you arrive. Please, do not delay.
It's interesting it's going to be reporting to Orgrimmar, of all people. It's nice to see Valero was getting a place in the spotlight ever since she was added in the comics. And there's again something she said before. Back to Orgrimmar. I would have made another part 2, by the way, earlier about the zombie invasion of the cities, but sadly that is yet to happen. I think Blizzard overestimated the ability of the outbreak to spread from a couple zombies, because the zombies get killed pretty easily by the guards. So it's never been allowed to spread like it did on the pre-patch, so hopefully that'll be fixed tomorrow and I'll be able to show
Acting in haste may cost us dearly. It would serve us well to continue our investigation before taking action. We have made many sacrifices.
It has been some time since I last stood here, staring into the distance. How could this have happened? I'm afraid I have difficult news to share with you, Big Bucks.
Silvermoon will know prosperity again. What I'm about to share will be revealed to others in due time. Your discretion is of the utmost importance.
Mokra.
The rebuilding continues. The light of the Sunwell be with you. We are
seize this power for herself. Instead, she has done the unthinkable. Now, she will come for them all. To finish what she started. And break all who opposed her. Azeroth together will be in her sights.
Well, as the cinematic started, that I think I had my mic
I proudly
off
serve as
just
Regent
before
Lord.
it, so I missed out on describing some of the stuff. I was able to read it out on the screen, so it shouldn't be a big problem. So the problem is I turned off my mic on my microphone, but I didn't turn it back on my my laptop. Though we must search for Thrall and Bane, we cannot neglect the protection of our citizens and allies in the process. As such, I've enlisted the aid of those who are experienced in dealing with the Scourge. I've witnessed the relentless advance of the Scourge firsthand. It is only a matter of time before they swarm our gates. The fate that befell Silvermoon must never be repeated. Death Knights from the Ebon Blade have stepped forward to combat this threat, but even they will need reinforcements. The Argent Crusade have answered the call once more. I ask that you aid them in keeping our people safe, Big Bucks. Their commander awaits your arrival.
What I do for Quel'The. Though I despise her actions, I cannot deny that Sylvanas Windrunner is a master tactician. The Scourge attacks and the abductions must be part of a larger strategy.
The Alliance is every bit as wounded as the Horde. King Ren and Lady Proudmoore were taken. They also came for Tyrande Whisperwind, but she neutralized her attackers.
Really? I knew the Night Warrior's power had grown, but to dispatch an adversary that even Jaina Proudmoore could not. It is fortunate that we have the Knights of the Ebon Blade to aid us. General Nazgrim reports that Bolvar Fordragon is free of the Lich King's crown and is recovering in Acheris. What's more, the Argent Crusade has rallied to answer the call. They stand ready to drive back the Scourge from our lands.
Bolvar Fordragon was one of the bravest heroes Azeroth has ever known. If anyone can advise us how to defeat this menace and recover our friends, it is the High Lord.
The legacy of the Lich King is forever entwined with that of my family. Regent Lord, though I serve only as an advisor to the Forsaken, I ask to stand with you as you face this threat.
Your voice has offered wisdom to both the Forsaken and the Horde Council, Lady Menethil. Whatever comes, we will face it together.
I didn't even realize that Kalia was standing there.
Hey, what you
Let's
got,
leave
boss?
some of this dialogue real quick before we leave. This be a perilous time for the Horde. Our wounds still be fresh, and a banshee be inflicting even fresher ones. The Scourge be rising too. If we don't be careful, death gonna take hold of this world. We all gotta stay vigilant. Queen Talanji be back in Zudazar, defending her kingdom. Don't know if you heard, but she been facing problems of her own. The Horde gotta stand strong, Big Bucks, no matter what be rising from the shadows. That's a reference to the last novel they released. Which revealed that Sylvanas was inciting like this revolution, this rebellion, and tried to wipe out her and her Loa, the death god, Loa of One Zombie.
I am
Mela.
I stand as High Chieftain.
Bane endured so much during the war. He did all he could to make the Horde strong, but more than that, he fought to claim his honor. It's a hard act. The Banshee failed to break him, so of course she would lash out like this. A cowardly attack was all she had left. Bane means a great deal to me, but my people and his are I thought I said grippled for some reason. It's like, that's not a word. Are gripped by fear. Now is not the time for me to leave them, even for his sake. So I ask you, Big Bucks, to fight to save him, as he fought to save the Horde.
Together, we are High Mountain.
So Agra here is the wife of Thrall. I wonder if she's the only one crouching down. I wonder if she's pregnant again, because she's had 2 kids with Thrall. I wonder if that's why she's sitting, and that's kind of a subtle nod towards that. We had a life in the grand, a home. We were happy. Agra looks wistfully into the distance. But Goel, that's Thrall's other name that they don't really use in game because it doesn't sound as iconic. But Goel needed to return. We all did, for the sake of the Horde and for Sarfang. Banshee's forces took us by surprise. We fought fiercely, but it was not enough. I know wherever they took him, Goel will keep on fighting. He would want me to stay and safeguard the children, so I ask you, Big Bucks, to go in my stead. Find them all, and bring them home.
Go with honor. We all have our duty.
Kalia is the sister of the previous Lich King, not even the first, the second Lich King, who was by far the most dangerous one. And she was formerly the crown princess of Orderon, technically, once Arthas killed their father, and technically he kind of didn't I keep throwing anymore. When I worked with King Ren to arrange a meeting between the living and the undead in Arathi, I thought I understood the Forsaken. Only too late did I realize how little I knew. But after being raised into undeath myself, she got murdered in that. Up to that point, she was the only living member of the Menethil family. Arguably, she still is, because Arthas is dead. But she's undead. I've begun to see the depths of what they have endured. With the help of Lillian Voss, I have found ways to aid those who feel abandoned and alone. Right now, the whole world trembles beneath the specter of death, and fear, left unchecked, will consume every soul it touches. I cannot allow that to happen, not to the people of Lordaeron, nor to any who fight for the good of Azeroth.
I live my life in the shadows.
She was a former member of the Scarlet Crusade who was killed, raised in undeath, went off on her own, and ultimately, in the end, joined the Forsaken as more of a moderate when it came to how to treat undeath, and often tries to help those who have newly transformed to understand the new place. The war taught, and she's currently the leader of the Forsaken after Sylvanas left. The war taught me many lessons, who I could trust and who I could not. Through her actions, Sylvanas has proven that she doesn't care about the Forsaken's fate, but we have endured too much to allow her betrayal to unravel what we have built. William peers at you through narrow eyes. Think my words harsh, Big Bucks. Did you willfully do her bidding? Turn a blind eye on her endless atrocities? The Windrunner chose her path and her allies. We all did. Once I would have sought vengeance, retribution, but now I only care that the Forsaken have a future. For that, we need the right leaders in place. I will lend my voice to the Horde Council and speak for my people for a time.
Keep your guard up.
It's highly implied that she's kind of grooming Kalia Menethil to actually take over, and she's kind of just transitioning.
Blood and thunder!
Nazgrim was a former general of the Horde before we killed him in the Siege Orgrimmar raid, and he was raised into undeath by the Knights of the Ebon Blade as the first new member of the Four Horsemen, not of the Apocalypse. These guys are good, and these guys are fighting to help save, and he's one of the members that are fighting to save Azeroth, and so Lady Whitemane, High Inquisitor Whitemane is the representative for them in the Alliance. Why the Scourge returned? We do not know why the Scourge has risen again, but something must be behind it. Mark my words, Rogue, when we discover who that is, justice will be swift.
To victory.
Why the Cult of the Damned returned? The Cult of the Damned has always been in league with the undead. It's not surprised me that they are taking advantage of the Scourge resurgence, but that reason behind their return is not important. What we should be asking is who might be behind them.
With honor.
Return of the Crusade. Commander Throg grunts. He must be the one. And I wonder if he's a reference to... I think that Commander Throg was a character back in the war effort for Ankh-Raj, back in Vanilla. I don't know, because I didn't play during that time, but name rings a bell. I don't remember seeing him anywhere in the Argent Crusaders. We cannot anticipate where and when the Scourge will start. In order to mount a defense, the Argent Crusade has set up outposts at several key locations. We have yet to receive word from them. Seek out my field officers along the southern road. Expect a full report when you return.
Dabu.
What do you require?
And here's all the union sets, which is just reskins. Yeah, I already have parts of this as well. Look at that. I only have a couple parts, but still.
Trust no one.
Let's get this bread. Yeah, there's this is our lower mount. I have both of them. I have the Glacial Toadstorm and this one.
We will persevere.
We must not falter against the Scourge. Commander Throg sent me to gather reports on Scourge activity. Any news? Those skirmishes with the Scourge have left us unsettled. Our Crusaders remain steadfast and vigilant. Passing travelers have reported seeing the undead near Razor Hill. I sent a scout to investigate, but they've yet to return.
We will have just...
Looks like we have a bit more flying to do than on the Alliance. The Alliance, everything was pretty close together. Horde? I'm pretty sure I gotta go to the Crossroads, which is pretty far away compared to Darkshire is to Red Ridge. Oh. So I just get to show off my awesome flying mech mount covered in Christmas lights and gold and a formerly leader of the Horde goblin's face. Oh, a leader of the Horde. Actually sad they removed him like that. They're never gonna do anything with the story now he's gone. I miss Gallywix. Tear those rotten beasts limb from limb. Nothing breaches these walls.
And honor.
What do you want? Scourge already here? We've been under attack since we arrived. If we don't purge this outpost of rotting flesh, and as soon we'll be overrun. Now, we gotta take a flight master out
Loktar.
Crossroads, because that. Oh! I just gotta go to Farwatch now. It used to be you have to go to Crossroads. Maybe I also. Oh wait, no, it's gonna have me go on to the Crossroads. That's what it's gonna be. So I'm gonna use the flight master. I would say the scenic view is kind of nice, but it isn't. It's like the Mojave Desert's ugly grandchild that got flooded.
Mokra, strength and honor.
Right, she says Mokra, and her name is Mogra. Good one, woman. Why did I hear a human? Oh, Cult Shadow Mage. Oh, interesting. I dispatched our rangers to Orgrimmar, and you're the only reinforcement we get. Where's the rest of the pack? Riders, there haven't been any reports in the field. Commander Throg sent me to gather information. They've stopped our riders. Take this. Our allies must learn of these attacks. And now I gotta fly all the way out to the crossroads. I guess I was feels that far. I suppose I'm more used to riding out on ground mount. Oh, you guys get a peer at all my legendary weapons. These are only a couple of them. Oh, I forgot they've added these symbols to everything. Kind of ruins the map image, though, of the Wailing Caverns skull head. Yeah, there's oh, that's good there. Oh, here we go.
Glory to the Sindor.
Reinforcements, thank the light. Situation appears to be more dire than we thought. Commander Throg must hear this. Wait, so I have to kill a specific member? Ah, crap. It is imperative that the reports reach Commander Throg, but we are hard-pressed to defend the crossroads. Before you depart, I ask that you aid us thinning the Scourge's numbers and make grant the...
Keep your wits about you.
And so there's frost dragons flying overhead. These ones are supposed to fly in closer and actually strafe the ground, and they don't really do that.
I can't attack that.
And so this character's not nearly as powerful as my main character Rainia is, but it's powerful enough. Geared for normal rating instead of mythic rating, huh?
Hey, that's too far away. I need a target. I need to target something first.
Well, problem is there's so many players around, it's gonna make it harder and harder, and especially since you have to kill specific NPCs in this town instead of, at least not like Alex Crown where you actually have to compete with Linus and Horde.
I'm out of range. I need to target something first.
I thought those were cultists, and I'm like, why are the cultists defending the town?
I don't have a target.
Oh, looks like one of my friends is back on. Sadly, she missed out on the mob and ice crown that drops.
I need to get close. I need a target. I'm out of range. I need to target something first. Hey, that's too far away.
Oh, Howard completed the quest. There we go.
Our enemies will
Have my
fall.
thanks, Rogue. You will take all of our might to vanquish the Scourge. Deliver these reports to Commander Throg. He must be told of the full extent of the threat we face. If we fail to hold the line against the Scourge, then light help us all.
Oran.
Some of you are tired, others wounded, but we must not relinquish our foothold.
What business have you?
Must do everything in our power to prevent the scourge from devouring the hope we carried by those we cherish most. It's not the first time their presence has roused our allies into battle, and I'm afraid it may not be the last. Do what you can, and if you need assistance, we are always here.
We will have justice.
So, this is gonna be pretty much the end of it on this character, because I gotta go take care of some things. So I'm gonna do Nathanos in a separate, dedicated video instead. I'm gonna break up this one a little smaller. The other video will probably be out tomorrow. This is the Horde part. You can see the Horde are harried just as much by the Alliance, if not more. Probably not more, but yeah. So hopefully tomorrow we'll see the zombie invasions, and we'll see the I'll release the Nathanos Horde video. The Alliance part was obviously in the Grander Alliance video, but there's a bit more dialogue from leaders of the Horde about the death of Nathanos from the Alliance. Well, about what they actually thought of him as a person versus just as an enemy, sort of thing. So, yeah, this is my character, decked out in partial heritage armor and stuff like that. Got a goblet full of gold that fits really well with my character, I think. Along with a mace, since he's a engineer. Yeah, the only title I could think of to give this character that was kind of goblin-y moment. And if I give him the Baron title, it'll be like he's a trade baron. That's the title that a lot of goblins hold. We'll do this guy with an Maldraxxus expansion. That's kind of cool. I don't know, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. Maybe I was going to do Revendreth, but that'd be Count title, and I don't know if I don't like that gear. So I think Maldraxxus might be the best option for rogues anyways. I'm not sure.
And I will reassure the Justicar, she has our full support. Our reinforcements will be arriving shortly.
Alright, I will pass this report on to the Regent Lord. I fear this is only the beginning. Word has come from Icecrown. The darkness stirs and your strength is needed. Message from Icecrown. It's been found, champion. Your need is aided. Your need is aided. Your aid is needed. I think I said your nade is aided. I'm an idiot. Our forces in Northrend have sent word. Just guard Trueheart and request our immediate assistance. We must respond to the summons at once, no matter what terrors await us in Icecrown. A relic like you would do much to bolster our chances on the battlefield. You have my word that Orgrimmar will be protected in your absence. Battle calls, big bucks. I trust you are ready.
Go forth
I am
to victory.
Banshee's champion. Messenger appears visibly shaken. Word is reached to us of, well, I'm not quite sure how to put it. Light color's been found. Horde forces have been scouring Azeroth for any sign of him, determined to make him answer for his crimes. One of our urgent patrols has found him, not hiding in some distant land, just waiting at his old homestead. We have him surrounded, but I confess I don't like our odds. Perhaps you could gather your allies and bring him to justice.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so I'll record that separately, and well, that'll be it for right now. See you.